6'4", and this guy towers over me. 7'4", quite a player for Arkansas Baptist. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch. And then on the other side, you got Andre Jones from Malvern. He'll be playing for the Little Rock Trojans next year. Very athletic, likes to get up and down the court. And that's the style of this game. Malvern's going to want to bump it. They don't want those big guys from Arkansas Baptist to be able to set up, get down low where you can't get to the rim to beat them down the court and try to fast break basketball them all night long.
It's going to be who can establish their pace. You know, Malvern's going to be up down, like you said, two twin towers in the middle. Baptist prep style. So it's going to be any contest. That's going to be the key. Who can establish their game?
Andre Jones, one of those interesting stories with the state tournament. Last year he won a state championship, but it was with the McClellan Lions. He won a 5A state championship, and as a junior he had a very good state championship game, put up a lot of points, had a lot of rebounds. This year he transfers to Malvern, and now he's bringing Malvern to the state championship game. They're playing for a 4A state championship tonight.
Let's see if he can get it done. You know, his future team looks pretty good. The Trojans have having a great year. And we're going to see what kind of player Chris Beard is getting, Andre Jones and everything. Indicators he's a fantastic player.
How would you like to be able to tell your grandkids one day? I not only won 2 state championships, but I won it with 2 different teams. 1 year at McClellan, 1 year at Malvern. That's setting the stage for the 4A state championship game. We still have about 10 minutes and 50 seconds before the tip-off. The first 2 games, Earl boys, Earl girls winning it. Ran a little quicker than scheduled, so we're ahead of time here at the Bank of the Ozarks. Not usually the case.
No, never.
Usually everything's running behind, and tonight we're running ahead of schedule, so they're not going to start this game until 7 o'clock. So like I said, 10.5 minutes. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll talk more about Arkansas Baptist and Malvern. You're watching the state championship games brought to you by Fearless Friday and Fidelity Local 6.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Everett Buick GMC.
You feel it in your heart. The spirit of Little Rock. We've had that spirit since 1927, helping build our city by producing decades of leaders in the heart of our state. We are the heart of business and innovation, the heart of politics and government, the heart of arts and culture, and in our city beats the heart of a Trojan. UALR. We are Little Rock's team and Little Rock's University.
Customer service is one of our core values, so we talk about it daily. When we make decisions, policies, procedures, new promotions, we really challenge each other to say, how is this going to impact our customers? How can we make that the best experience possible? We need to strive to meet our customers' needs every single day, and those needs change every single day.
For all of your internet, television, and phone needs, call Fidelity or visit us online today.
Yarnell's official ice cream of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
It's time to get your game on. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio presents Game On with Wes Moore.
It's game time with Game On. We're talking Hogs, NFL, NBA, high school, and much more.
Listen Monday through Friday, 11 till 2 on 690 AM, 93.7 FM Benton, 99.7 FM Hot Springs, 106.9 FM Arkadelphia. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio. Game on.
Midstate Transmission is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. From transmission repairs and rebuilds, most transmissions come with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. Midstate Transmission also has you covered on brakes, air conditioning, tune-ups, rear ends, 4x4s, oil changes, fleet maintenance. For over 15 years, Midstate Transmission has been serving the Central Arkansas area with ASE-certified mechanics. Experience the professional staff at Midstate Transmission, located at 5575 Sleepy Village Road in Benton, or call 501-315-9100.
This is what precision feels like. Magnetic Ride Control actively monitors road conditions 1,000 times per second to deliver a comfortable ride.
1,000 times, huh?
Yep, per second.
How about that?
This is the new, meticulously crafted 2016 Sierra Denali from GMC. This is the precision of professional grade. Get nearly $6,800 total value on this specially equipped Sierra Crew Cab SLT. Plus, get $1,500 trade assist to upgrade to this Sierra.
Hi, I'm Stewie Griffin.
He's the most maniacal toddler on TV.
All right, game on. Stu S.A. Stu S.A. Stu S.A.
He's every bit as evil as he is hilarious.
Victory shall be mine.
You have not said that in a very long time.
Well, I'm back on it. Oocha, 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 oocha.
What are you looking at? Stewie Griffin.
Yeah, I heard it. They say my name on TV all the time.
Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised.
Weeknights starting at 10 on KARZ 42.
Look for Yarnell's Woo Pig Chewy, the official ice cream of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Take a laughcation with American Dad. Fly the friendly airways.
Right here, honey.
See the sights.
What's up?
Relax and unwind.
Just gotta find my quiet place. I got ya. I'll come back to that one.
It's an all-inclusive comedy getaway.
Get a picture of these. Meow.
Take a laughcation with American Dad. Viewer discretion advised.
Weeknights at midnight on KARZ 42.
You're born amazing, even if the pregnancy doesn't go as planned. When the Markham family's son was born nearly 4 months premature, the doctors and nurses at Baptist Health were there with the care he needed to survive. And together, they're helping to turn one of life's little miracles into a lifetime of happiness. Keep on thriving, keep on going, and keep on amazing. For amazing care before, during, and after childbirth, visit Baptist-Health.com.
We are back at the bank of the Ozarks Arena in Hot Springs, getting set for the 4A state championship game. It's the Malvern boys and the Arkansas Baptist Eagles. Some talent on the floor tonight, Phillip. Got number 1 for Malvern. Andre Jones will be playing for the Little Rock Trojans. And he's a scorer.
That he is. He scored 24 points and pulled down 16 rebounds last year. McClellan's win over Maumelle in the title game. And he scored 30 in a victory. He scored 31 in a victory over Riverview in the quarterfinals. So he's going to put up some points. He played his AU basketball with Team Penny and Memphis Magic. So he looks the part. When you look out on the court, you know, when you come into an arena sometimes and you look at guys and you go, okay, he's a player just by the way they look. And you look at number 1 right now shooting the basketball, he looks like he's a talent. And he's backed it up this season with his play on the court.
Malvern also starts Jamori Moore at point guard, Andre Jones, Jordan Hughes, Chase Goshen, and Darian Smith. What's interesting with the Malvern Leopards last year, a playoff team without Andre Jones.
Yeah.
And then they bring in Andre Jones, and all 5 of their starters returned this year from last year. So one of their starters from last year had to go to the bench to make way for Andre Jones.
You think he minded at all?
Might have. He's a competitor. Heck yeah, I want to play. I want to get out there.
Well, you know, I want a state title ring too. What are you going to remember if you? What are you going to tell your grandkids? No, I was the 6th man. No, you're going to tell them I was started. Here's my state title ring. Doesn't matter if you were 6th man or not.
Be the 6th man of the year for the Malvern Leopards.
There you
That's
go.
all that matters.
There you go.
On the other end of the court, Arkansas Baptist, the Eagles led by the big 7'4" sophomore Connor Vandover. Now, he is like a European big man. Let's say it, put it that way. He can shoot the ball. I know there are going to be times tonight you're going to see him shoot the three-pointer. Well, you see that on cue. He drills a 3 for us. He's going to be shooting some threes tonight. You're going to think, get inside, big man. Go inside and rebound. But as you can see, he's got a pretty good shooting touch from the outside. Ron Crawford, the legendary coach, founder of the Arkansas Wings, he told me this year on the Wings team, the elite team, they had a great team. Connor was their best shooter. And at 7'4", he can stroke the ball. So he'll play inside, but he don't get fooled if he goes outside and shoots some threes. That's his shot.
And he was selected for the prestigious Team USA as a sophomore, and that was what they were talking about at the camp. Here's a big man that can shoot. You know, when you start reading national scouting reports on Vanover, it's like, you know, you think he's going to be lanky and clumsy, but he moves well and he can shoot well, which is, you know, you look at some of his, you know, stats in the victory in the state tournament. He had 16 points, 8 block shots, and 14 rebounds. You know, two block shots away from a triple-double. So he's going to put up some monster numbers, and it's going to be a battle of wills. Andre Jones and Connor Vanover. I mean, two of the more talented players that you're going to see, not only in 4A, but across the state. Both are ranked in the top 15 by some services of top high school basketball players in the state. Of course, Connor Vanover's only a sophomore, so there's plenty of time left for him to take over that number 1 perch.
Arkansas Baptist, it is a family affair of sorts. You got 2 Vanovers playing. Connor, of course, that we've been talking about. His older brother is also in the starting lineup, Brandon Vanover. Now, he's only 7 foot. You know, Connor's 7'4", Brandon a little bit smaller at only 7 foot. And they start the McGonigal brothers. And if you've been familiar with Fearless Friday and watching our football highlights in Arkansas Baptist, the Vanover brothers, they're very good football players. One of them a quarterback, one of them a running back, and they can go. They're good players, and you're going to see them on the court tonight also.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. You know, the Twins had, Chad McConaughey had 13 points, and Corey had 10 points in the victory over Gosnell. So this is going to be, should be an exciting basketball game. One of those you come into the state tournament, you circle, I want to be here for it. And we have a great crowd. Not capacity, so there's still room. If you're in Hot Springs, you can come on down and watch the game.
I tell you what, you say it's not capacity, but I'm looking at the concourse and I'm looking around people filing in. We're 30 seconds away from the start of the game. So there's going to be a lot of people in this arena by the time it's all said and done, and people start getting to their seats instead of walking around getting food in the concourse, getting their drinks. They're going to settle in here in a second when they hear the starting lineup. So we're going to have a nice crowd here for the 4A state championship games. They're getting set for the introduction of the starting lineups. I can tell you for Arkansas Baptist, Dylan Hogan will get the start at point guard for Baptist. He's a junior, 6 foot, wearing number 2 for the Eagles. Corey McGonigal, also a point guard, shooting guard. They're going to share the duties handling the ball. Corey is senior, 5'11". His brother, Chad McGonigal, also a senior, inch taller. Listen, an inch taller. I wonder if they fight over that. I'm bigger than you. No, I'm taller than you. The Vanover brothers are also down low. Connor Vanover, power forward, a sophomore, only a sophomore. Remember that when you're watching tonight. Listed at 7'2", and his brother Brandon Vanover, a center, senior, at 7 foot tall. Over on the other side, the Malvern Leopards, they come in with a record of 31-2. They'll start Jamori Moore at guard, 5'7", number 0. Number 1 is Andre Jones, committed, no signed with the Little Rock Trojans. He will be playing for the Trojans next year, 6'4" senior. Jordan Hughes, a forward at 6'3". He wears number 2. Number 11, Chase Goshine. Chase is a junior, about 6'3", and Darian Smith, the final starter for the Malvern Leopards, a 6'2" senior. Malvern, like I said, 31-2. They have 2 state titles under their belts, one in 1989 and one in 1990.
So it's been a while.
No, it hasn't. 89 was just a couple of years ago. 1989 was the year I graduated from high school. So don't ever say that was a long time ago.
I remember it well, Wes. I graduated in 88, so I'm older than you.
Not that long ago that Malvern was here winning a state championship.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
Seems like yesterday they won a state title.
Of course, back then they didn't have the finals would have been at Barton Coliseum probably. Or I was trying to remember if they played them on site. Yeah, my memory starts to go. We won't talk about it.
Arkansas Baptist has 3 state championships, 1997, 1999, and the most recent came in 2009. So some of these players at Arkansas Baptist probably remember that 2009 team and looked up to them and just thought, one of these days I want to be there playing for a state championship. 7 years later, here they are playing for the state title tonight.
Of course, they were known as Arkansas Baptist then. Now they're Baptist Preparatory Academy. And that's how so if we accidentally call them Arkansas Baptist, please, we realize, but we get old habits get hard to break sometimes.
I have already called them Arkansas Baptist, and I kind of corrected myself. I said Arkansas Baptist Prep. We're going to try to, as good as we can tonight, call them Baptist Prep, because they have changed that name during the football season this year.
Well, look at their jersey, though. The jersey says Arkansas Baptist. Okay, so we're going to be right calling it both.
I bet those jerseys will be different next year.
Yeah, maybe at halftime.
Who knows? Arkansas, I did it. Baptist Prep is coached by Brian Ross. Malvern led by Chris Mesky. We had Chris Mesky on earlier this week on Game On. And great guy, great interview. And he talked about his team and the battle he had with his team to get them to play their best basketball right now. And he said at times it was tough, but they've learned a lot of lessons. They've overcome a lot of obstacles, and here they are at the state championship game.
And he didn't elaborate on a lot of that, but they're 31-2. I mean, come on, what kind of they kept winning whatever was going on. Obviously, jump ball situation here. It's Andre Jones, Connor Beno. Andre's just going, okay, let's see if I can leap higher than he's taught.
That's the difference of 6'4" and 7'2". You're about to see it right now.
And jump ball control, no shocker, by Baptist Prep and Corey McGonigal with the basketball. And you can see whose style of play. Remember, two teams, two different styles of play. A little bit more deliberate in the half-court set. Baptist Prep in the lane, penetrator blocked. And Jones wants to push the ball quickly for Malvern. And another foul on the floor.
You saw exactly what we were talking about in the pregame show, a difference of two styles. Arkansas Baptist took their time, worked it around, tried to find a good shot, slowed the pace down, and Malvern, as soon as they got it, what did they do? They took off running to the other end, trying to beat the big Vanover boys down the court so they could get an easy shot.
Moore with the three-pointer. Good. Count it. Jaloy Moore wearing the brace. Like evidently he's had an injury on his face.
I'm going to be remembering more easily tonight.
It's a name familiar inside. Vanover to Vanover. Turnaround jumper will not go. Loose ball pulled down by Darian Smith and the Malvern Leopards. Jones, three-pointer off short. And the loose ball rebound comes down to Prep.
McGonigal brothers, they just take their time, walk the ball down the court, no need to rush it.
Three-pointer in and out by Dylan Hogan.
Had an open look. It was a good shot, just wouldn't fall for Arkansas Baptist.
Andre Jones kicks it on the wing. Three-pointer by Chase Goshen on the way, will not go. Vanover runs the ball down. Brandon, that is. You say Vanover when you see a 7-footer, we'll get it right because they're brothers. Senior, sophomore. Lob pass inside to Vanover. Turnaround jumper is good for Connor.
Arkansas Baptist would love to do that all night long. Huge advantage inside. It was obvious watching it on TV. A good foot. It's an easy shot for Connor just to turn around and bank it off for a layup.
That's not fair when you lob that into a 7'2" post player, and Connor Vanover, only a sophomore, very talented. And Malvern with the basketball leading. Jones kicks it back top key to Moore. Good ball movement. Jordan Hughes will drive the baseline. I'm going to say he
stepped out of
bounds. Yeah.
You saw Baptist Prep that time go to a zone, and they were just daring Malvern to try to drive inside to their twin towers, going back to my days of the Houston Rockets, Olajuwon and Sampson. But they do. They have the two big guys inside. They're going to try to use that height advantage. Baptist trying to work it back inside to the big guys.
Working around the wing, lob pass Vanover, turnaround jumper will not go. And Malvern with the rebound, Moore on the other end with it. Looking to set things up into a half-court game, which, this half-court game, that's what you think Baptist Prep wants, Wes.
Arkansas Baptist would love to have a game in the 40s. Yeah. They could win this game 48-45. Malvern would love to score 60 points tonight. All about tempo and who can force the tempo.
Pass inside to Hughes. Working it back around. Now Malvern's being deliberate. 5:05 to play opening quarter, 3-2. This pace really benefits the Eagles.
Arkansas Baptist settling into their zone.
And Moore looking to kick it in, and Jones up with authority. There you see the Division I. That's what a Division I basketball player looks like.
Taking it up with ease and finishing it backwards.
And on the other end, Vanover, he was anxious. You saw him. He got the basketball. He wanted to do something with it on this end and say, hey, look at me. Don't forget about me.
Jones with the finish. Beautiful finish.
Look at that.
I think Chris Beard's excited about that, the future Trojan.
I think they may be taping and getting a clip of that game just to see it.
Malvern with the 5-2 lead over Baptist Prep. Baptist Prep with the ball.
That's what we've had that discussion. Loose ball comes down to Malvern. Andre Jones with it across the timeline. Looking, dribbling, penetrating, kicks it off the wing to Moore. And Malvern going to set things up again, leading 5-2, 4:18 to play here in the opening quarter.
Philip, I'm impressed with Malvern. They're not forcing it. They are they're trying to get the break. When it's not there, then they're pulling it out, playing smart basketball, and attacking this Baptist Prep zone.
Yeah, almost a turnover, but moving it around, good job. Shot will not go by the Leopards. And rebound finally. That's with the Twin Towers. They just put their arms up and you couldn't get anything off. And Baptist Prep with it, looking to get something going. 5-2, slow game. Vanover inside, turnaround jumper, and good.
Nice little hook shot there from the older Vanover brother. Good job of using the size, turning into the defender, and easy hook shot brings them within one.
Moore looking to penetrate, bounce pass off the leg. We'll say last touch by Baptist Prep.
We have our first media timeout with Malvern leading by 1. You're watching the 4A State Championship game brought to you by Fearless Friday and Fidelity Local 6.
We are leaps and bounds ahead of all of our competitors in all of our markets, which sets us apart. What our internet allows you to do is it allows you to grow and expand and continue to do exactly what you want to do and not see any downtime or anything like that with your service. We're constantly proactively trying to make that service, our services, better for the customer. And it's a tops-down thing. It's from the executive team all the way down to our customer care agents. Everyone really, truly cares about it, which makes Fidelity a unique company to work for.
For all of your internet, television, and phone needs, call Fidelity or visit us online today.
Midstate Transmission is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. From transmission repairs and rebuilds, most transmissions come with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. Midstate Transmission also has you covered on brakes, air conditioning, tune-ups, rear ends, 4x4s, oil changes, fleet maintenance. For over 15 years, Midstate Transmission has been serving the Central Arkansas area with ASE-certified mechanics. Experience the professional staff at Midstate Transmission, located at 5575 Sleepy Village Road in Benton, or call 501-315-9100.
Welcome back to Hot Springs. It is the 4A State Championship game. Malvern with the ball looking to increase their lead 5-4 early in the first quarter.
It's been about 2 tempos, and Malvern's taking what's given them right now. They try to force it. Not there. They'll come down and be deliberate, and that's where we're at now, 5-4. The Leopards with the basketball. Jordan Hughes now back to Andre Jones. Impressive slam earlier. Showed some of his athleticism, and he loses, just as I complimented him, he loses the basketball off his leg. And for the record, the Arkansas Baptist uniforms are incorrect. It's Baptist Prep. Baptist Prep, Baptist Prep, Baptist Prep.
We're doing our best to call them Baptist Prep. Good habits are hard to break.
Yes, they are.
We'll do our best to call them Baptist Prep. Connor with the ball outside. Now working his way down low. He has position.
Determination, puts the shot up there. You saw that look when he got the basketball, Wes. He just turned around. He had that look on his face. He wasn't going to be denied. And Baptist Prep the Eagles, their first lead of the night, 65.
It's hard to stop someone 7'2", regarding with someone 6'3", 6'4". Such a huge advantage. And just able to turn, little baby hook.
And Jones dribbled around 2 defenders with the kiss off the glass. Nice, 7-6. And back on the other end, shot won't go. Vanover, rebound, put back. And that one was Brandon.
Back comes Malvern. Jones with the ball. He's attacking the middle, the basket, and the foul. And they're calling a charge. Jones called for the charge, wave off the basket, and the Baptist Prep bench is on his feet.
Wow, 8-9, 8. No, actually 8-7 now. They wave off the basket. And yeah, when you look at it on the replay, and coming off, Brandon Vanover gets a big hand. He's going to get a little bit of breather. That pace got a little bit up and down, 1:54 to play. Pace favored Malvern, but Baptist with the lead and the basketball. Into the game, Isaac McBride checked in. Now inside to Vanover, turn around, and the shot won't go. Rebound pulled in by Darian Smith. Moore wants to drive, throws it off the glass. How did he get that to go, Wes? Did he call that?
He called bank, and Moore gets it to fall, and Malvern retakes the lead.
Corey Magano with it. He wants to do the same thing. Yes, off the glass with the layup. Lead back to Baptist Prep.
Point guards attacking each other, getting up and down the court.
Another player control foul. Yep. As Chase Goshen penetrates, and he wanted to show what he could do, but he was a little bit defender half position underneath the paint.
Yeah, James Renshaw did a great job. He was standing there waiting for the contact. You can see it on the replay. He's established. Good charge right there. He drew the foul, going back the other way.
Dwayne Jackson, Brian Kilgore, and Bobby Pruitt are your officials for tonight's game. They've already had some action underneath the basket, 2 charging calls.
Corey McGonigal with the ball up front, looking out wide.
McBride, 3. He's only a freshman, Wes.
And he's feeling it. He is feeling it coming down the court.
4-point Prep lead, Baptist Prep lead, their largest of the night. 47 seconds left here in the first quarter. Andre Jones in the corner. He wants to feel it too. Wow, this is fun. This is what we expected when we had these 2 teams. I didn't expect this pace though.
Andre Jones leading the way with 7 points for Malvern. Moore with 5 points. They've got all 12 of the Malvern points. But Andre Jones, 3 of 4, 1 of 2 now from the 3-point line.
And Baptist Prep looking to set up for the final shot. Corey McGonigal with the basketball. Bounce pass to Renshaw, who's in seeing his first action tonight. And so to Vanover, kicks it back to McBride. 3-pointer, yes! Only a freshman.
Malvern trying to get the last shot of the half-court. Jones. That's the way to win. Baptist Prep with a 4-point lead over Malvern. It is going to be a fun 4A state championship game. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championship games brought to you by Fidelity Local 6 and Fearless Friday.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Everett Buick GMC.
These are just decorative, arguably, but these are not. To Wendy's, toppings are crucial to Dave's Double. So tomatoes are hand-sliced and lettuce hand-leafed daily for that crisp freshness that's not just decorative, it's deliciously different.
Back to the 4A state championship game. The following 3 quarters correspond to that first quarter. We're in store for a great game. Baptist Prep leads Malvern 16-12, and the stars are shining tonight. That's what made this game so attractive. Connor Vandover with 4 points early. His brother has 4 points. Andre Jones out of Malvern leading the way with the Leopards. 7 points for him. Maury Moore with 5 points. That's the 12 points for Malvern between those 2.
And the freshman, 2 big 3-pointers has been the difference here in the last part of the first quarter for Baptist. Number 5, Isaac McBride, only a freshman. Him and Connor Vanover are going to have quite the team for the next, tearing up the Class 4A for the next 3 years. But tonight, they're giving Malvern all they can handle. 16-12 in this 4A state title.
Baptist Prep settling into what appears to be like a 1-2-2 zone with the Vandover brothers down on the inside of that zone.
And Moore has shed his nose protector, and he was wearing it in the first quarter. It's gone now, Wes. Evidently, it was interfering with his play.
McBride with the steal for Baptist Prep.
side. Vanover, turnaround jumper, not there. Good job avoiding the foul, but rebound comes down to Malvern. Jones wants to push it in the corner to Moore. Working around the perimeter. It's just intimidating looking at both those 7-footers in there if you want to penetrate. Connor Vanover, 7'2", sophomore. Already has an offer from the University of Arkansas.
Having that size inside.
Three-pointer launch by Jones won't go. Stolen by McBride on the other end, off the glass. Oh, and shot blocked by Andre Jones. They're going to call goaltending. No, back to McBride. Quickly, McGougal. Jumper, good. What a quick turn of events, Wes.
McGonigal with the jumper from the free throw line. Malvern takes a quick timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Malvern trailing 18-12 as Baptist Prep gets the first points of the second quarter. Andre Jones with a great block on the defensive side, but no one could find the ball. Yeah. He was up so high, he tapped it away, knocked it out. He couldn't find it. None of his teammates could get to the ball. Arkansas Baptist got the ball and found McGonigal for the two-point play.
And if you notice McBride, he had the shot blocked. He come down, he won the goaltending call. While he's doing it, he's signaling he went goaltending. All of a sudden, there's the basketball. He ends up with the easy layup. And it's a 6-point lead for Baptist Prep.
Isaac McBride providing a huge boost for Baptist Prep. He's got 6 points, a couple of steals. This freshman's come in and no jitters for the freshman. He looks like he's ready to play. Malvern worked the ball around the perimeter, looking for a shot. Jones driving.
He locks that baseline shot. That's one of those Wes you're not going to call it a block shot, but he altered his shot by being 7'2".
You also saw Andre Jones not intimidated to go inside either.
And looking to get inside, Hogan into Vanover, off the glass and good for Brandon Vanover. Brandon Sr., his last game in the Baptist Prep uniform. And yes, they say Arkansas Baptist, but they're Baptist Prep. And working around the key, Chase Goshen with it. Inside to Hughes, turnaround jumper, won't go, tipped, and McBride.
Seeing a little frustration from Malvern's part. I saw Jamori Moore get his arms tangled up with Vanover on the way down the court. He was upset. Just then you saw Andre Jones showing a little frustration on the missed shot.
Three-pointer McBride is good, and we have some extracurricular activity on the floor. Let's see what
Malvern was trying to block out Connor and Vanover, and they get tangled up and both go to the floor. They just stop play, separate the two, and try to let the tempers calm.
Yeah. Chase Goshen gives up about 11 inches there, so that was obvious. Of course, Baptist Prep comes into the game tonight with a 25-8 record. That's a little deceiving. They've only had 3 losses to teams in the state. Working around, Jones in the corner, double trap, gets rid of it. Moore, he'll launch a 3, count it. Big three-pointer there, that time by Malvern, cuts it back to 8.
More and more coming through for Malvern. He's 3 for 3 from the night, 2 for 2 from the three-point line. He now has 8 points. He has 8, Andre Jones 7, so Malvern's 15 points coming from those two. But Baptist Prep with the lead, 23-15. I'm really surprised that Malvern hasn't been able to push the pace a little bit more, but it really starts on the defensive end. They've got to get some stops. If you look at the shooting percentage, Baptist Prep has made 10 of 17 shots. They've got to force some missed shots, get the rebound, and go. It all starts at the defensive end for Malvern.
And Brian Ross says that's what it makes it tick, and there's the steal. Just what Malvern needs. Jordan Hughes on the other end, passes back. Moore, open look 3, off the mark. And rebound brought in by Baptist Prep and Corey McGonigal. And the whistle is going to be called, foul going to be called against Jordan Hughes. And that is his first.
They're letting them play tonight. They're not calling a lot of fouls, just the 4th foul of the game on Malvern. Baptist Prep, just one foul called on them so far, so 5 total fouls called in the game. This is a fun, exciting game, and they're letting them play. It's been very entertaining.
It's what been advertised. And McGonigal, Chad that is, kicks it back to McBride. He'll drive in the lane, scoop off the glass. Wow, only a freshman coming off the bench. What a spark plug, Wes. And on the other end, Jones. It's a good call.
Vanover was trying to draw the foul, but he wasn't there, and he'll pick up the foul. Just his first foul of the game. That may be one of the biggest surprises so far. Neither of the Vanover brothers had a foul until that play. And you would think that's something Malvern would want to do, get them in foul trouble. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll see if Malvern can cut into this 10-point deficit. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championship, brought to you by Fearless Friday and Fidelity Local 6.
Time with family is precious to me. That's why I bank with Centennial Bank. Their app lets me deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds, and more, all from my phone, freeing me to spend time on more important things.
Visit my100bank.com to learn more. Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
It's time to get your game on. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio presents Game On with Wes Moore.
It's game time with Game On. We're talking Hogs, NFL, NBA, high school, and much more.
Listen Monday through Friday, 11 till 2 on 690 AM, 93.7 FM Benton, 99.7 FM Hot Springs, 106.9 FM Arkadelphia. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio. Game On.
They've combined for all 15 points. They are 6 of 10 from the field, but the rest of the team, 0 for 4. They've got to get some help. Those two guys can't do it by themselves. And for Baptist Prep, Isaac McBride, that's been the story so far.
Only a 9th grader, 4-5, 3 from 3 from three-point land. Moore with the basketball now for Malvern. 11 points for the freshman. He's saying he's making a statement tonight in the state championship game that he's going to be a force in Arkansas basketball the next 3 years.
That is exactly what I thought Malvern would do more. Andre Jones or players attacking the Vanover brothers, try to get them in foul position or foul trouble. But sometimes you get into a game and you see that height and it's intimidating. And it takes you a little bit to get used to it and say, you know what, I do need to attack these guys. I can go after these guys. And we've seen that out of Andre Jones the last 2 trips down the court, and he has drawn a foul from both of the Vanover brothers.
Just get them off their feet is what you want because they're tall, they're lanky. That size helps them, but sometimes it's a hindrance, and that's what you want to do is get them off their feet. And that time he did, and he gets the free throw to fall, and it's an 8-point game.
And what do? When you fall behind what the coaches preach? Attack the basket. Get to the free throw line. Get a layup. That's how you stop runs. That's what Andre Jones did.
Slow it down. Vanover give and go inside McGonigal. McGonigal with the ball off the glass.
McGonigal taking it off the screen and getting a great layup. Just a fantastic play drawn up from the Baptist Prep coaches.
And that's one of the things the big man can do for you. Good job by Moore, slipping a little bit, but keeping the dribble going. In the corner, Jones back to Goshen. He wants to penetrate, not there. Jones along the baseline. Oh, thought we were going to have a one-handed slam, Wes, but a good job defensively coming over and getting the foul.
We're seeing it again. Andre Jones attacking the rim, attacking Connor Vanover, attacking Brandon Vanover. Whoever's in his way, he's going after them. Just a piece of the arm there. Honestly, if Brandon doesn't get the arm, it may have been a highlight reel ball.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes you just wish they wouldn't foul. Just let them have their moment. But the reason you foul because he misses the free throw. Second one on the way, and it's good.
I tell Andre Jones has a good stroke too. He's got a good shot. He will be a very good player for the Little Rock Trojans next season. He'll work well for the next 4 or 5 seasons.
McGonigal now down the lane. Nobody gets back to help, so he just takes the shot, takes it in the paint himself, draws the foul.
McGonigal taking advantage of some of the opportunities. All of a sudden, when you have everyone focusing on the two Vanover brothers, and then Isaac McBride, all of a sudden he gets loose, goes to the basket, and there's nobody there. And he gets fouled from behind and goes to the free throw line. This is 3 straight points for McGonigal.
And that's the second foul on Jordan Hughes for Malvern. And McGonigal at the free throw line. Corey, number 3. Gets them both.
McGonigal now with 8 points for Baptist Prep. McGonigal with 8, McBride with 11, and Brandon Vanover with 6.
Jordan Hughes now looking for help, top of the key, back to Moore. Well, started the game with a nose protector face mask. Now he shedded it, drives in the paint, but can't get the shot to fall. And the rebound comes down to James Renshaw, only a sophomore, and he's going to draw the foul. 6'5" sophomore.
Frustration foul for Moore. He drove, got a good look, missed the layup, and went after the rebound and climbed the back of the Baptist Prep defender and draws the foul, commits the foul.
Baptist Prep, a couple impressive sophomores and impressive freshmen. They're going to be forced to reckon with in Class 4A for the next couple of years.
You look at Dylan Hogan, is only a sophomore. Obviously, Connor Vanover, only a sophomore. We've pointed out about Isaac McBride, a freshman. They will lose the McGonigal brothers. They're both seniors. They will be missed next year.
Intent to work it around. Back to Vanover, give and go to McGonigal. Corey. Inside. Now Cody. Or Chad, excuse me. I want to call him Cody. But inside Vanover, turnaround jumper won't go, and a rebound comes down to James Renshaw. So there's no shot clock, but again, this is what Baptist looked at and coming in. McBride can't get the ball to fall, and Jones quickly looking to press tempo, gives it to Moore. An 11-point lead, and Jones picks up the dribble. Jordan Hughes, three-pointer, count it. That's what Malvern, the Leopards, needed. Cuts the lead to 8.
With the 7-2, Connor Vanover streaking out, arms fully extended, shot it over him and got the three-pointer to fall.
And getting around. Of course, Connor, his brother Brandon on the bench right now with 2 personals, getting a breather probably for the rest of the half. So we only see one 7-footer on the floor. McBride inside Renshaw. He turns around, puts it off the glass. Won't get the row. 40 seconds, plenty of time for Andre Jones. 8-point lead, can cut it to 6, possibly 5. 6 with a nice move. Oh, wow, coast to coast, Andre Jones is special, Wes.
29-23, creeping back into it within 6 for Malvern. Jones doing his best to keep them in it. Jones now with 12 points on the night. Don't forget about Hughes' 3, big three-pointer. With the steal now, Malvern down, stretching the defense, trying to get the layup, but it's poked out. And now Malvern has the ball with 11 seconds left. You would figure they get the last shot of the half.
Chad McGonigal with a good defensive play, just sticking his arm out. But Andre Jones impressive on that layup. Chris Beard looks like a
genius?
Genius, yes, that's the word I was looking for. I'm still breathless when we play. 4 seconds, 3, Jones. 2, steps back, three-pointer, count it! At the buzzer, Andre Jones. 15 big points, 29-26.
Andre Jones with a smile on his face as he walks back to the bench. He knows that's big. He knows they're still in this. Malvern headed to the locker room with the momentum. They may be down 3, but that was a big stretch for Malvern to reduce the lead and get within 3. We'll take a break. We're going to have a great second half here at the Bank of the Ozarks Arena. Stick around. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championship games, brought to you by Fearless Friday and Fidelity Local 6.
Time with family is precious to me. That's why I bank with Centennial Bank. Their app lets me deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds, and more, all from my phone, freeing me to spend time on more important things.
Visit my100bank.com to learn more. Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
Everything you love about Hogville now inside the new and improved Hogville app.
Make a post, add a comment, read a story, all with just one touch.
Let your voice be heard in all the forms, plus get all the free Razorback Nation coverage you deserve.
The largest community of Razorback fans all in one place. Download the new Hogville app from your app store today. Help call the Hogs on the new and improved Hogville app, powered by the Razorback Nation.
You're born amazing, and at Baptist Health, we want to keep you that way. In fact, that's our mission. To not only provide the most skilled doctors and nurses to heal you from sickness or injury, and comprehensive care to support your recovery, but also to be your guide to health. Also, you can keep on inspiring, keep on reaching, and keep on amazing.
We're back. It's halftime of the Class 4A Boys State Championship game here from Hot Springs. It's the Centennial Bank Arkansas State Championships, and Arkansas Baptist leading Malvern. Joining me now is Bob Weisner, the Hot Springs Sentinel Record. Glad you could make it out today.
Well, the races were canceled. It helped my scheduling.
Now, how much rain do you have to have? You are a horse racing.
They said five. They said it hadn't stopped. It hadn't stopped since Tuesday. 5, 6. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's the second time they've canceled this year. Both of them they just couldn't handle it.
Now, how long will they be not racing? How long does it take for it to dry out?
I will assume they'll be back tomorrow. They can do a lot of things overnight. But it just hasn't stopped since like Tuesday. So.
And it's all about the track.
It's all about the track safety.
Being too flooded.
That's the main thing.
And everything. It's on KARZ. KARZ. Yeah, channel 42. 42. There we go. See, doing live introductions right here as we do the thing. It's on Fidelity Local 6 and KRZ and Arkansas CW.
New viewers every minute.
That's the wonder. That's the beauty of these Arkansas State.
Yeah. It might be here to stay.
See, we're so well known and recognized. They just feel like walk up and just start talking to us at any time.
Somehow we're doubling your audience right now.
29-26. This game was a lot wider spread. Arkansas.
Like it was double digits.
Yeah.
And Baptist played about as well as they could play it. Big guys inside were just going to the rack and wheeling, and then a little outside shooter number 5 was knocking down threes. I mean, they played as perfect a half, I guess, as they could. If I were them, I was telling someone just now, if I were them, I'd be a little concerned. I'd play a really perfect first half, and I'm only at 3.
Malvern in that first half shot 50% from the field. Arkansas Baptist 54.5, and we were sitting together down there, and at one point you said they were on fire. I think you were talking about both of them.
They were just shooting with confidence. Whether they will continue to shoot with that free hand in the second half, I don't know. I mean,
Isaac McBride, 11 points, the leading scorer for Baptist Prep. As Bob and I go over it, Corey McGonigal with 8 points, and Andre Jones from Malvern, 15 points.
Number 5, McBride, was just knocking down threes like crazy. With 3 for 3, and I mean, shooting with confidence.
And the big guys, they haven't done that much damage between them, 10 points, the two 7-footers.
They grab a lot of rebounds. I mean, it's been almost them trying to ward off Andre Jones and Malvern, who's the marquee player of this thing.
And Andre Jones got some sort of vertical leap on him when they blocked.
He had ESPN's 4-center play in the first half. He's spectacular. That's why he's part of the reason this town's got 3-4 field right now.
29-26, Baptist Prep leads it over Malvern. It's halftime of the Arkansas State Championships. The Class 4A boys will be back. You're watching the Centennial Bank Arkansas State Championships on KARZ and Fidelity Local 6. Is that it for?
You're born amazing, and at Baptist Health, we want to keep you that way. In fact, that's our mission. to not only provide the most skilled doctors and nurses to heal you from sickness or injury, and comprehensive care to support your recovery, but also to be your guide to health. Also, you can keep on inspiring, keep on reaching, and keep on amazing.
Time with family is precious to me. That's why I bank with Centennial Bank. Their app lets me deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds, and more all from my phone, freeing me to spend time on more important things.
Visit my100bank.com to learn more. Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Everett Buick GMC.
You feel it in your heart. The spirit of Little Rock. We've had that spirit since 1927, helping build our city by producing decades of leaders in the heart of our state. We are the heart of business and innovation, the heart of politics and government, the heart of arts and culture, and in our city beats the heart of a Trojan. UALR. We are Little Rock's team and Little Rock's University.
Customer service is one of our core values, so we talk about it daily. When we make decisions, policies, procedures, new promotions, we really challenge each other to say, how is this going to impact our customers? How can we make that the best experience possible? We need to strive to meet our customers' needs every single day, and those needs change every single day.
For all of your internet, television, and phone needs, call Fidelity or visit us online today.
Yarnell's official ice cream of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
It's time to get your game on. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio presents Game On with Wes Moore.
It's game time with Game On. We're talking Hogs, NFL, NBA, high school, and much more.
Listen Monday through Friday, 11 till 2 on 690 AM, 93.7 FM Benton, 99.7 FM Hot Springs, 106.9 FM Arkadelphia. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio. Game On.
Midstate Transmission is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. From transmission repairs and rebuilds, most transmissions come with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. Midstate Transmission also has you covered on brakes, air conditioning, tune-ups, rear ends, 4x4s, oil changes, fleet maintenance. For over 15 years, Midstate Transmission has been serving the Central Arkansas area with ASE-certified mechanics. Experience the professional staff at Midstate Transmission, located at 5575 Sleepy Village Road in Benton, or call 501-315-9100.
This is what precision feels like. Magnetic Ride Control actively monitors road conditions 1,000 times per second to deliver a comfortable ride.
1,000 times, huh?
Yep, per second.
How about that?
This is the new, meticulously crafted 2016 Sierra Denali from GMC. This is the precision of professional grade. Get nearly $6,800 total value on this specially equipped Sierra Crew Cab SLT. Plus, get $1,500 trade assist to upgrade to this Sierra.
Arena. I'm Wes Moore, joined by Philip Seaton. It's the 4A state championship game. Baptist Prep leads Malvern 29-26 at the half. Great first half, Philip.
Incredible. I mean, it's as advertised. You know, you hear about games, and then you get a lot of hype on them, and you think about what ifs and maybes. You know, both teams have college-type talent, and then they don't live up to hype. This one's living up the hype, and you saw Andre Jones take over the last minute and a half, 2 minutes of the game, and after getting down by 11 points, single-handedly pulling the Leopards back in, and just extremely talented player.
I sent Coach Beard a text during the half, and I said, I know you know this, but you got a good one. Andre Jones put on a show in the first half. Jones, 15 points, single-handedly. I should give some credit to Jamari Moore. He had 8 points. Those two guys combined for 23 of the 26 points for Malvern. Kept them in the ball game. Baptist Prep led by Isaac McBride, a freshman. Didn't start, but you know what? 3 minutes into the game, he was in the game and he didn't come out. McBride had 11 points to lead Baptist Prep. Corey McGonigal had 8 points, second on the team for Baptist Prep.
I have a double whistle. Evidently they didn't check. I don't know what the...
Forgot to start the clock.
There we go. You know, there's an old country group called McBride and the Ride. Well, we could say that Baptist right now is riding Isaac McBride.
McBride and the Ride. McBride with the McGonigal brothers and the Vanover brothers in the first half.
That's the ride for the Eagles inside Vanover. And turnaround jumper is up and good by Brandon, senior.
Makes it look easy, doesn't it? When you're 7 foot, just turn, shoot the little left-handed hook, and it goes in.
It's not hard to miss it when he gets the basketball. There's the two 7-footers, good thing they're brothers. One's 7'2", he's a sophomore. But his big brother's 7 foot. Moore looking to penetrate, and he got a little bit out of control, but he got bailed out by a foul going to be whistled against Dylan Hogan.
Hogan picks up his second foul of the game. Really the only player in foul trouble for Arkansas Baptist or Baptist Prep in the first half was Brandon Vanover. He had 2 fouls and sat out a little time in the first half.
Wes, I talked to a former roommate of mine in college as a teacher at Baptist Prep, and jumper on the way will not go. He explained the uniform situation. The name change took place in September. They do have one uniform that says Baptist. They have these others replaced by Connor Vanover. Where was the defense? As you see Jordan Hughes just looking around going, hey, where was my help?
So Coach Metzke's asking on the Malvern bench, what's going on, guys? He's only a 7'2" sophomore that everybody's talking about. We can't leave him wide open.
I mean, you know he can dunk. He's 7'2". He's just got to turn around. 3-pointer Andre Jones.
One superstar answers the other superstar.
This is fun. This is what you pay to see right here. 33-26. And Baptist Prep still leads by 7, though.
Baptist Prep in a 2-3 zone.
Hogan in the corner. His 3-pointer off the mark. Jones looking to take it all the way. Dishes it off. His shot's going to be blocked. As Darren Smith's shot is blocked by Connor Vanover, but
Vanover was standing out of bounds when he got the loose ball, so Malvern gets the ball back. But you can just see the explosiveness, the speed from Andre Jones. He got the ball. He was gone down the court, just running past some of the Baptist Prep defenders. Gets down there and it looked like he was going to take the shot and dishes it off the last second to a teammate.
Wes, he came over to Darren Smith after Smith had his shot blocked, and he's shaking. He said, "You can't do that. You can't do that." He's just smiling. You can't do that.
Small delay of play as Jones ties the shoes. He's ready to go, and Malvern's ready to inbounds the ball.
Moore doing the trick, top of the key to Jones. 4-point game, then the corner, Moore. What a dive. He almost overthrew it into the way up in the bleachers, and 3-pointer off the mark, and no good. Air ball.
Yeah, you had the smallest player on the court being defended by the tallest player on the court. I wish I had a picture of that.
Yeah, I know. And inside, Vanover, loose ball. And Connor Vanover comes up with it for the Eagles, kicks it off on the wing. And Baptist Prep with it.
Malvern extending their zone a little bit, pressing it out, playing that 2-3 zone. McGonigal to McGonigal.
3-pointer will not go. Rebound comes down to Jordan Hughes and the Leopards. Jones thought about the 3, kicks it off in the wing. Goshen 3, count it. You know, he's 6'3", West, but he looks small when he's out there playing.
Goshen with a big 3 that gets Malvern within a point. We'll have a timeout, a 30-second timeout from Baptist Prep. 33-32, Baptist Prep with a 1-point lead. They had a 3-point lead at the half, so Malvern's cut into it just a little bit. Back and forth we've gone, living up to the hype of this 4A championship game.
And it was back and forth early, and then Baptist Prep, midway through the second quarter, had built it up to an 11-point lead. And it was Andre Jones who made the nice little single-handed run to close the gap in the first half. And now we're back to a one-point game. This is, like you said, back and forth, what we expected. And the first half spark plug, Isaac McBride, the freshman on the bench for the Leopards.
Hasn't made his second half appearance yet.
Yeah.
One of the things I'm impressed with, the pace of this game, it's been a fun game, entertaining game. Only 3 turnovers for Baptist Prep, 6 turnovers for Malvern.
And not a lot of fouls, considering the tempo and the pace of why these teams play. Vanover, turnaround jumper, gets the nice roll for Brandon. Back to a 3-point game. Andre Jones out in the wing to Goshen. Working it around. Jordan Hughes. It's a deliberate pace that if you're Baptist Prep that you want. Again, don't trust the uniforms. It's Baptist Prep. 3-pointer on the way, short. And out of bounds. Last touch by the shooter.
Long 3-point attempt there from Goshen. May have been a little outside his range. Coach didn't look too thrilled with that shot. Probably wish they could have worked it around a little bit more and got a better shot.
He was looking to tie it. He's like, I know. I probably shouldn't have shot it. He's shaking it off.
Isaac McBride into the game for Baptist Prep.
Spark plug in the first half. Helped fuel the Eagles. Working around the wing inside to Vanover. Vanover. McDougal to Vanover.
McGonigal with a nice wrap-around pass.
McGonigal twins, the Vanover brothers. It's a family affair for Arkansas Baptist out on the court right now. And you throw in a freshman named Isaac McBride. 37-32. And looking to penetrate inside, jumper off the glass, will go, and Brandon Vanover with the rebound.
That's what the size will do. He rushed the shot. He wanted to get it between those twin towers and get it up before they could react and miss the short shot.
McGonigal with it. Thinking about shooting. He'll just take it himself and thank him. It's like he shakes his head down the court. Yeah, you're going to leave me open. I'm just going to take that.
Baptist Prep with the response. It was a 1-point game. Now they've rattled off and made it an 8-point game. 7 straight points for Baptist Prep.
2:57 and counting, driving in the lane, Jones, and they got a foul on the floor on Corey McGonigal.
Smart play from Jones. Once again, Baptist Prep on a run. What do? You drive to the hole. You go to the basket. You try to get a foul. We got a timeout on the floor. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championship games brought to you by Fidelity Local 6 and Fearless Friday.
Hi, I'm Stewie Griffin. He's the most maniacal toddler on TV. All right, game on. Stu S.A. Stu S.A. Stu S.A. He's every bit as evil as he is hilarious. Victory shall be mine.
You have not said that in a very long time.
Well, I'm back on it. Oocha, 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 oocha.
What are you looking at?
Stewie Griffin. Yeah, I heard it. They say my name on TV all the time.
Family Guy. Viewer discretion advised.
Weeknights starting at 10 on KARZ 42.
Look for Yarnell's Woo Big Chewy, the official ice cream of the Arkansas Razorbacks.
It's the third quarter of the 4A state championship game. Baptist Prep and Malvern. Baptist Prep with an 8-point lead with 2 minutes and 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. Baptist Prep with a nice answer there, forcing the timeout from Malvern. Malvern had cut the lead down to 1 point of the lead. Now it's an 8-point lead after 7 straight points for Baptist Prep.
But you saw on this possession what Malvern needs to do more of. Andre Jones come in, penetrated, got the foul. Now, but it was a non-shooting foul, but he penetrated the lane. That's what Malvern probably needs to do, is attack the 7-footers and see if they can't get in foul trouble. But more, back to the Goshen in the corner. On the wing, working it around. Let's see, the ball knocked away. Jones open 3, short. shaking his arm like he just needed to put a little bit more under, and he knew when it left his arm. Sometimes your shooters, when they miss, they know when they've missed.
No, right away.
Yeah.
If it comes off your hand wrong or just off your forefinger instead of the middle finger. McBride with the miss, Malvern with the rebound. Good job of blocking out, keeping the big guys off the glass.
But you got to give Connor Vanover credit. He didn't reach and go over the back, and Jones penetrates in the lane. This time he's going to draw the foul on Brandon Vanover. That'll be his third personal.
Decision now for Baptist Prep. What do they do with Vanover? Does Brian Ross pull him out of the game? It certainly looks like it is going to happen.
James Renshaw getting ready to check in. Probably will replace Brandon Vanover, who has 10 points. And first free throw is on the way in. Good.
Renshaw in for Vanover. You're taking out a 7-footer and putting in at 6'5". That's good height at 4A, but still it's a huge difference.
He looks shorter. You just your perspective gets a little bit shorter when you bring in the 6'5" guy for a 7-footer.
Andre Jones with 2 free throws. That gets him up to 20 points on the game and gets Malvern within 6.
A lot of times we'll say a quiet 20 points, though, so has been allowed. Tonight. He's had a couple of runs for the Leopards. He'll have to do it again here. McGonigal 3 will not go this time. And on the other end, Jones, a little bit out of control, but regains it back. Inside to Jordan Hughes, gets the drop. And just like that, Wes, back to a 4-point game.
I love how Hughes was aggressive. He got the ball down low. He did not hesitate, took it up, put it up, and the 6'4" man was able to get it in before the 7'2" Vanover was there to block it.
Working it on the wing, McGonigal with it. Lob pass inside to Connor Vanover. Turnaround jumper. Oh, couldn't get the time. Roll. Renshaw with the rebound. And we'll have a reach-in foul. But looks like they'll get Dejan Moore. And I believe they'll get 0.
They did. And Coach Smesky went to Moore, told him, calm down, don't talk back. You go give him the basketball, and that's what Moore did, settling his team down. I know they were wanting to run with it and get the ball, and Baptist Prep gets a cheap 2 points. Malvern wasn't paying attention. They weren't looking as the ball was thrown in, and they get 2 points as easy as you're going to get 2 points.
Wonder Twin powers activate. Corey McGonigal to Chad McGonigal on the inbounds play. Other end, off the glass, Jordan Hughes, 42-38. 55 seconds. This is what state championship basketball is about, Wes. Both teams back and forth, and anybody's basketball game at this point.
See if Malvern is going to try to make Baptist Prep force the issue. It looks like Baptist Prep wants to take the last shot of the quarter, but Malvern is extending their defense, trying to make them attack the basket.
And you have Andre Jones on Connor Vanover. And McGonigal looking to penetrate, not there. Good job defensively by Moore. 17 seconds, still plenty of time. Corey McGonigal dribbling with it for Baptist Prep.
Malvern went into a man-to-man defense to try to force them to take a shot.
And McGonigal kicks it out to his brother on the 3. Will not go. 1 second, 2 seconds. Not enough time, and wouldn't have counted anyway.
That's how we'll end the third quarter. Baptist Prep with a 4-point lead over Malvern. The fourth quarter coming up at the Bank of the Ozarks Arena. It's the state championship games brought to you by Fearless Friday and Fidelity Local 6.
Take a laughcation with American Dad. Fly the friendly airways.
Right here, honey.
See the sights.
What's up?
Relax and unwind.
Just gotta find my quiet place. I got you. I'll come back to that one.
It's an all-inclusive comedy getaway.
Get a picture of these. Meow.
Take a laughcation with American Dad. Viewer discretion advised.
Weeknights at midnight on KARZ 42.
You're born amazing, even if the pregnancy doesn't go as planned. When the Markham family's son was born nearly 4 months premature, the doctors and nurses at Baptist Health were there with the care he needed to survive. And together, they're helping to turn one of life's little miracles into a lifetime of happiness. Keep on thriving, keep on going, and keep on amazing. For amazing care before, during, and after childbirth, Visit Baptist-Health.com.
Here we go, the fourth quarter of the 4A state championship game. Dwayne Jackson, Ron Kilgore, Bobby Pruitt, the officials, they've been doing a great job. We were talking with them during the break. Fantastic job of letting them play. They said, you know what, we're calling the obvious. Otherwise, we're letting them go. Great job by these guys. Malvern with the ball, looking to cut into the 4-point deficit.
Don't go anywhere, folks. This final 8 minutes is going to be a dandy. And coming up after this one, we'll have the 6A girls title game between Jonesboro and Russellville, but turning it over in senior girls play, that is, coming up after this one. Baptist Prep with it.
Just the 7th turnover of the game for Malvern. They've been doing a great job of protecting the ball, taking care of it, and then Baptist Prep turns around, and they turn it over, just their 3rd turnover of the game, 4th turnover of the game.
Yeah, Connor Vanover took one too many steps. But shaping up for a final 7 minutes, 4-point game, Andre Jones only with 20 points.
I like the change Malvern has made. Andre Jones with the ball in his hands to attack the defense. Instead of putting him down low, they're letting him have the ball, control the offense, and it pays off with 2 points.
20 points, almost a steal by Moore, and that is going to be the 3rd personal on Jamon Moore.
Moore trying to come up with the steal here late and runs into the Baptist Prep offensive player. Gets the foul call.
He's going for a steal, which, you know, he comes up with. It's feast or famine. Inside Vanover, and giving up the size is Darian Smith, and it's just easy pickings off the glass for Connor Vanover. That one, 7'2" sophomore, has an offer from the University of Arkansas.
Great fake there from Vanover. Looked like he was going to pass it back outside. Instead, he turned quickly and goes to the basket.
And Andre Jones, nice job feeding inside, but the ball knocked away. And McBride quickly penetrates. McGonigal off the glass and good. Chad McGonigal with the basket.
Malvern calls a timeout. Baptist Prep expands their lead to 6. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championship games, brought to you by Fearless Friday and Fidelity Local 6.
Most buns just hope to keep a hamburger together, but the new bun on Dave's Double brings a hamburger together. The perfect ratio of bun to beef to toppings to other bun. That's the key to the hamburger harmony of a deliciously different Dave's Double.
Midstate Transmission is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. From transmission repairs and rebuilds, most transmissions come with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. Midstate Transmission also has you covered on brakes, air conditioning, tune-ups, rear ends, 4x4s, oil changes, fleet maintenance. For over 15 years, Midstate Transmission has been serving the Central Arkansas area with ASE-certified mechanics. Experience the professional staff at Midstate Transmission, located at 5575 Sleepy Village Road in Benton, or call 501-315-9100.
Baptist Prep with the 46-40 lead after the McGonigal layup. Malvern with the timeout, trying to settle down everyone on the team. Don't panic. Still have 6.5 minutes to go to see if the timeout pays off. Once again, I like what the small change they've made on offense. They got Jones, Andre Jones, will get the ball at the top of the key, work the offense. They're setting up a play just for him. They call timeout, and this is a set play to try to get Jones the ball.
And instead, it drives off the lane. Lane will not go by Jordan Hughes, and Baptist Prep with a 6-point lead.
I'm good with that shot. He attacked the basket. He attacked the big men inside. Just didn't get it to fall.
And McBride, only a freshman, has been the spark plug really tonight for the Eagles. 3-pointer. McGonigal on the way and good. The 5'11" senior with the tray.
McGonigal with his 14th point of the night. Huge basket for them. He is coming up big in the second half.
Moore was calling for it instead. 3-pointer answer by Jordan Hughes.
Jordan Hughes with the answer. Back and forth we go. 6-point game with 5.5 minutes to go.
I think they may call that a 2, Wes. I'm thinking maybe his foot was on the line. 49-42. That's what the scoreboard has.
Now they change it to 43. It was a 3.
All right, there we go. And pass inside. Vanover, back to McGonigal. And his 3. He wears number 3, Wes, for a reason.
McGonigal having a game. 6 of 8 from the field. Jones to answer.
Yes.
Yes.
52 from 46.
Back to a 6-point game. Back to back to back to back 3-pointers.
We'll just shut up and let you watch. How about that? These guys are entertaining. Inside Connor Vanover, not to be forgotten, the big man turnaround jumper not there. And with the rebound, Hughes quickly on the other end. Moore, he'll take it all the way. Will not go. Rebound. Chad McGonigal.
Everyone stops and slows down, takes a breath.
Oh, and Hughes slipped. Lucky he didn't touch him. He might have been whistled for a foul, but he did a good job of avoiding the contact. 52-46, and we have a foul when we whistle against Jones.
Jones just a little aggressive. He was trying for the steal and just ran through the offensive player trying to steal the ball.
All I can say is if you're a Little Rock Trojan fan, you've got to be extremely, extremely happy in number one.
Jones
talented player.
Picking up his 2nd foul of the game. Look at the mismatch inside. Connor Vanover.
And
he had Moore on him. I don't know what, I'll look it up and see what Moore is listed at. Jamori Moore for Malvern. 5'7", going and trying to guard a 7'2" postman. I don't think that's the matchup you want.
Now Jones back on Vanover. Gives up a little bit. 3:51 to play, a 6-point game. McGonigal with the basketball. Now to McBride. Not there. They're going to work it back out. Looking for a trap of the opportunity. Connor Vanover, 3-pointer, off the mark. Rebound comes down, hauled in by Darian Smith. Now Jones looking to push it. He'll drive, stop, pop, jumper, rattles around, won't go. McBride with the rebound for Baptist Prep.
Good shot from Jones. He got a nice 15-footer from the baseline. Just rims out. Got a foul on the play. No, we got a timeout. Baptist Prep calls the timeout. We have 3 minutes left, plus, in the Centennial Bank State Championship game. It's brought to you by Fidelity Local 6 and Fearless Friday.
We are leaps and bounds ahead of all of our competitors in all of our markets, which sets us apart. What our internet allows you to do is it allows you to grow and expand and continue to do exactly what you want to do and not see any downtime or anything like that with your service. We're constantly, proactively trying to make that service, our services better for the customer. And it's a tops-down thing. It's from the executive team all the way down to our customer care agents. Everyone really truly cares about it, which makes Fidelity a unique company to work for.
For all of your internet, television, and phone needs, call Fidelity or visit us online today.
Midstate Transmission is your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs. From transmission repairs and rebuilds, most transmissions come with a 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. Midstate Transmission also has you covered on brakes, air conditioning, tune-ups, rear ends, 4x4s, oil changes, fleet maintenance. For over 15 years, Midstate Transmission has been serving the Central Arkansas area with ASE-certified mechanics. Experience the professional staff at Midstate Transmission, located at 5575 Sleepy Village Road in Benton, or call 501-315-9100.
Back to the Ozarks Arena. We have 3 minutes, 19 seconds left. Baptist Prep with a 6-point lead over Malvern. Malvern trying to steal the ball. We have our media timeout. We will take a break, quick break in the action. Catch your breath. We'll wrap things up from the Bank of the Ozarks Arena when we come back.
I couldn't have said it better myself. Everett Buick GMC.
These are just decorative, arguably, but these are not. To Wendy's, toppings are crucial to Dave's Double, so tomatoes are hand-sliced and lettuce hand-leafed daily for that crisp freshness that's not just decorative, it's deliciously different.
18 seconds left. Baptist Prep 52, Malvern 46. Now when the pressure takes over. The pressure of the fourth quarter state championship game. Who does it affect? Does it affect Baptist Prep? Does it affect Malvern in their attempt to make up 6 points? Keep an eye on pressure and how these teams play down the stretch.
Still plenty of time for either team. You can't really go in and start slowing things down if you're Baptist Prep, and you can't panic if you're Malvern. Just play your game, but it looks like
Baptist Prep's
going to spread it down.
They're in no hurry. They're up 6. There's 3 minutes left in the game. We'll take your time.
That's
we'll
why
hold the ball the last 3 minutes if you don't come out and stop us.
That's why I want a shot clock in high school basketball. McBride looking to penetrate, and he's going to draw a foul on the floor. Jordan Hughes, and that will be his 3rd.
And the key, it was on the floor. They're not calling it on the shot, so it'll be Baptist Prep inbounding the ball from the baseline.
And you need to get those fouls, believe it or not. And Vanover, lob pass inside. That's just too easy when you're 7'2".
Too hard. Just throw it up to the rim and let him catch it. Toss it in for the easy shot.
Jones underhand scoop. 54-48. He's not going to let his team go down without a fight.
And that's too easy. He's just too fast, too quick, too athletic, and he made it look easy just like Vanover did down low.
Back inside, Vanover. Turnaround jumper is good. Brandon Vanover back in the basketball game, making his presence known. 8-point game for Baptist Prep. Moore in the corner. Jumper on the way by Hughes. Three-pointer. Wilner rattles around and out. Brandon Vanover with the rebound. Just under, get close. 2 minutes to play in the basketball game. 8-point game.
Malvern trying to apply a little pressure in the backcourt. They're trying to get a little bit more aggressive. They have to defensively. They cannot let Baptist Prep just dribble around and chew up the clock. They have to get out and attack.
And they have to get them in a situation where they're shooting free throws. And another shot altered and coming down with the rebound. Darian Smith-Jones on the other end. Wow. What can you say?
Timeout, Malvern.
Yeah,
the
that's
exciting finish when we come back. You're watching the Centennial Bank State Championships, brought to you by Fearless Friday and Fidelity Local 6.
Time with family is precious to me. That's why I bank with Centennial Bank. Their app lets me deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds, and more, all from my phone, freeing me to spend time on more important things.
Visit my100bank.com to learn more. Centennial Bank, Arkansas's community bank. Member FDIC.
It's time to get your game on. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio presents Game On with Wes Moore.
It's game time with Game On. We're talking Hogs, NFL, NBA, high school, and much more.
Listen Monday through Friday, 11 till 2 on 690 AM, 93.7 FM Benton, 99.7 FM Hot Springs, 106.9 FM Arkadelphia. Fox Sports Arkansas Radio. Game On.
You want highlights? We have highlights. Andre Jones soaring above Baptist Prep, his 29th points of the game, and we have a 6-point game. Baptist Prep 56, Malvern 50. A minute and a half to go. Baptist Prep inbounding the ball.
That woke up both sides of this crowd, but still a 2-possession game, and here come the fouls, and 56-50. But you got to start fouling now because you got to get in that bonus situation where they're at the free throw line.
Amari Reed into the game quickly. You see they got a little bit more speed on the court, but also not afraid to foul real quick.
Yeah, that's his purpose. Amari Reed, the senior.
And Moore's got to watch it. That is Moore's 4th foul of the game. So, yes, you want to foul quickly, but you don't want to lose Jamore Moore.
He's one of your best 3-point shooters.
4th foul on him. Baptist Prep trying to inbound it again. McBride with the ball.
And you notice Jones isn't fouling. He's got 3. And McBride across the timeline now looking to be double teamed. Good job by the freshman avoiding the double team. Only a 9th grader, but an impressive 9th grader. And 5-second call. No, timeout.
Timeout for Baptist Prep. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here during this one. I was a little surprised they never tried to trap. It looked like Malvern was staying back. They didn't want the trap, and it was in a prime position over there on that side to double off or double the guy with the ball and try to get a trap, but they didn't go for the trap.
They backed off.
They kept backing off, and now Arkansas Baptist, a minute 16 away from winning the state championship. Malvern trying, they have to get some stops or some steals. So at that point in the game, you got to get some steals. And I think this is a great place where that 30-second clock, we've talked about it, how great it would be to have a high score, 35-second shot clock. In a case like this, Baptist Prep has been pulling it out, dribbling out the clock, trying to eat up some time, where if you had a 35-second clock, it helps the game speeds up the game, but also gives more possessions to the other team.
And these fans here know that, you're not going to come down and start seeing the fouls and drag it out, and that's what Malvern is going to have to do here with 1:16 to play, down by 6. And 76 seconds away for their fourth state title in Baptist Prep school history. McGonigal underneath. It's that play, the twin brothers, Chad and Corey, just working each other on that inbounds play. 8-point game, and traveling with the basketball, Jordan Hughes. And Wes, 64 seconds to play. 8-point game, Baptist Prep with the basketball.
Need some turnovers. Got to have some turnovers.
And McBride wisely just eating, going to back in, going to draw the foul. Amari Reed, the intentional, unintentional foul.
They'll send McBride to the free throw line. Isaac McBride with a huge first half coming off the bench for Arkansas Baptist. 11 total points for him. He's 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 4 from the three-point line. He has not shot a free throw yet tonight. In fact, Baptist Prep has only shot 2 free throws tonight. They made both of them. McGonigal made them both. Now they're 3 for 3